Hi everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the December 2020 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Cancer. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs and see which title resonates for you most. Now, when it comes to the spread, I'll be pulling a Celtic cross using the Intuitive Tarot, and then we'll clarify using the Waite. There is a slight difference with this month's reading as it's the end of the year, and I wanted to wrap it up by getting some, additional messages in terms of the energy. So what I'm doing is I'll be pulling 2 additional cards from the Quantum Oracle, and that'll be in relation to the energy surrounding you at this time, so what's crowning you, and then the potential outcome card. Okay, so that will be the 2 cards that I'll pull additional, they'll be the 2 placements where I'll pull additional cards for. You get it. Okay, so now let's get into your reading. So just while I shuffle again, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. If you'd like a personal reading with myself, you can find the information in the description box below. Also, just to say, seeing as Cancer, you are a water sign, there is still time to partake in my giveaway. Okay, so I am running a festive giveaway. Okay, I've already announced the winner of the first giveaway for the first week of December, and I've just carried out her personal reading. So now is your chance to win. Okay, so if you would like to win one of the 3 remaining festive giveaways, I recommend going to the video that's titled Festive Giveaway ×4. There you'll find the instructions of how to enter. You do need to leave your comment on that specific video, okay? If you leave a comment anywhere else, it won't qualify you to be a part of the giveaway. So check it out, it's a lot of fun, and you can win a 3-card spread, okay? So you still have time. Go do it now, okay? Okay, so let's get into your reading, Cancer, without further ado. So, in the position of your present circumstances, you have the Moon, okay? The Moon. So, this is your energy along with Pisces. I know it's specifically, associated with Pisces, but this is also your energy. So, I feel like you are I get a sense with this. I know the Moon speaks of secrets, hidden knowledge, hidden information, illusions, things of that nature, not seeing things clearly, even possibly deception. But in this case, I mean, the Moon is a very dreamy energy, right? And this is all about the unconscious mind. I feel like for the Cancers that I'm picking up on, this is more about deep inner knowing and inner truths, right, being revealed or coming to a point where you're about to get some very significant downloads when it comes to, your life path that you're about to, embark on, right, and also your spiritual growth as well. I feel like there's a lot of downloads coming in for you, Cancer. Like, I really get a sense that this month it's all about the downloads for you, right? So crossing the situation in the position of your challenge, you have the Page of Wands here, right? Page of Wands. So this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, specifically associated with Aries, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, I feel like you do have someone coming in that wants to deliver a message, that wants to relay something to you. And I feel like, because again, I feel like this is tied into something that is currently unknown. I do feel like the key energy of this card doesn't represent anything external, right? I feel like it's very internal, or it's about your own path, right? But I feel like this is significant in that this communication that needs to come in or will come in. And I feel like either you need to express something or something will be expressed to you. I'm getting both, to be honest. I feel like you need to kind of take up the mantle and, you know, meet the universe halfway in terms of what it is that you want to accomplish. But I do also get another message that someone is going to reach out to you, and it's up to you how you approach that discussion, that communication, all right? How you go about handling the situation. So I feel like whatever communication that's going to come in for you is something significant, and it is going to be possibly even emotionally taxing or trying, so do be aware of that. Now, when it comes to your recent past, you have the Five of Cups in reverse, okay? More water energy here. So this is good. I mean, this is essentially saying to me that you're ready to let go of the past, right? You're kind of done crying over spilled milk. You're done, you know, just kind of getting lost in the, you know, the turbulence of your emotions, right? Especially when it comes to something you perceive as being lost or at least not really coming together, right? But I feel like this is something that you were once mourning as something that you lost, possibly a relationship, a connection, a dream, right? A business, it could be anything. But I feel like now you're kind of done crying over the past. This is probably in relation to multiple things. I don't feel like it's just about one aspect. I feel like it's probably multiple things. But you're just letting go of that mindset, that lack mentality, right? And mourning over your losses, right? Now you're ready to start focusing on your wins, right? And to really focus on what it is that you want to do from here, because you are not the same person as you were when these past situations played out, right? So I feel like you're recognizing that and you're feeling ready to just do that last bit of purging, last bit of releasing, and you know, get to the bottom of whatever these hidden truths are so you can finally break out of these cycles. So that's great. When it comes to your near future, you have the Three of Wands in reverse. So whatever it was that you were waiting on, more fire energy, I feel like now, you know, it's coming in, right? Whatever you were seeking, whatever you were holding on for, whatever you were trying to be patient for, because obviously there was something to do with divine timing here, I feel. Just having a quick scan of the other energies that are here. I feel like divine timing was also at play. There was also some healing, obviously, of this energy that needed to take place. But I feel like whatever it was that you were on pause for is now coming in. So that's great, okay? In the near future, so not right now. But I feel like it's coming in fast. Possibly the start of the new year. That's where I feel like a lot of these big changes are coming in for you. So that's great. When it comes to your feelings, Ten of Wands. This is it, man, right? Ten of Wands. You're ready to drop the burden of anything that doesn't serve your new timeline, right? Because you've been doing the preparation. You've been doing the purging, the healing, the releasing, the shedding of the old skin, you know, shifting your vibration, shifting your mindset, you know, trying to be more living from the heart rather than the mind, because obviously that's where the fear comes from, right? And with that, you're kind of at a point where you're like, okay, I'm ready to just let this all go now, which is awesome. Now, when it comes to the energy crowning you, you have the Four of Pentacles. So this is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Stability. Stability within yourself, within your environment, okay? This is all about you taking your power back, taking control back of a situation, understanding that, you know, where in the past you may have been in codependent situations, relationships, you know, working in places that really undermined, you know, your skills, your abilities, your creativity, all those things where you didn't really get to show your true value, your true nature of, you know, what it is that you can do. And I feel like now you're pulling all of that energy back and you're really starting to put firm foundations in place. You're thinking about your long-term stability, right? So normally the Four of Pentacles is associated with the selfish energy, but honestly, Cancer, I feel like, you know, this is you recognizing that it's absolutely necessary for you to be selfish right now, because it's the only way you're going to set yourself up for, you know, long-term stability, right? And rather than constantly putting out fires and feeling like, you know, you have to rely on the assistance of others to keep yourself afloat in some shape or form, whether that's in romance, finances, work, home, career, whatever, like, you know. So that's good. When it comes to your advice here, you have the Seven of Pentacles, so more Earth energy, straight from the universe, okay? So it's saying that yes, you have been planting some great seeds. Keep planting those seeds, keep tending to them, and know that they will bear fruit, okay? This, if you've been wondering whether or not a project or, you know, a career change or whatever it is that you've started embarking on, something new, right? But I feel like it's something that really plays to your strengths. If you've started anything like that, a new project, a new business, a new career path, if you're wondering if this is the path you should be taking, take this as confirmation that this is it, right? That this is the path, because it is bearing fruit, okay? We can see that in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, this card shows a man who's got a stick. He's got one pentacle by the stick, and he's got a bunch of pentacles, like 6 pentacles on a tree, right? So he's been taking care of that tree. He's been planting those seeds. He's been nurturing them, watering them, feeding them, making sure they have enough sunlight, giving it everything it needs, and waiting patiently, knowing that while, yes, it can take some time, and it's not been easy by any means, it's starting to show, right? It's starting to show what it is that you are going to reap, okay? So that's what it's saying. It's like soon you're going to get indication of the rewards that are coming for you putting this work in, for taking this path, right? Using your intuition, knowing what really would serve you at this time. So that's very positive. It's saying that, you know, while you're playing the waiting game, you're not going to have to wait very long to start seeing these rewards coming in. So that's really good. When it comes to your external influences, so this can be people, places, situations, environments, everything outside yourself. You have the Two of Cups, okay? Water energy. So there is a significant partnership here that's coming into play. Because with the Two of Cups, I mean, this talks of, you know, soul connections, romance, a new relationship, dating, but, you know, dating someone with the view that this is my person, or this is someone that I want to pursue something serious with, like a relationship, right? But it can also represent partnership, you know, coming together with someone who's like-minded, who's passionate, that has the same enthusiasm, that wants the same thing as you. But to be honest, mostly I associate the Two of Cups mostly with romance, whereas, you know, with the Three of Pentacles, I more see that as teamwork, you know, work-related situations, right? So I feel like for some of you, you're definitely started a relationship, or you're starting a relationship now in the month of December. And this person could be very, very significant in your future. So let's see as we clarify. But moving on for now, let's go over to your fears. You have the Justice card here. Okay, so Libra energy. You could be dealing with a Libra or have Libra in your chart. But I feel like here is you're afraid. I think you're afraid that maybe some kind of authoritative figure or the authorities will block you from carrying something out, or that some kind of legal judgment will not be made in your favor, I feel, right? Or that someone is going to put a halt to your progress, to your success. Or possibly you're even just afraid of things actually balancing out and going right for you. Which is funny, but that can be a thing, you know, because when you're used to things being so turbulent and having to put out fires, having to mediate all the time between different energies, as well as deal with whatever situations are coming your way, whatever energies are being thrown at you by various people or, you know, circumstances. You know, for a Cancer, it can be daunting, right? But the idea of things actually going well, that can be a little bit like, you know, weird, because you're not used to it. You're not used to things being smooth. You're not used to things being balanced, fair. You know, everything seemingly going right for you, okay? So I feel like you may have some hesitancy, rather than fear. I feel like fear is the wrong word. It's more like hesitancy around that, or like confusion, because you're not used to it. You're used to the drama, you're used to having to manage everything and just try and bring peace to the situation. So when peace comes in without you having to really do much, I feel like you're going to be very skeptical of it. You're like, what's going on here? Like, what am I being set up for? You know, it's kind of like that. You're just not, you know, you're not quite trusting it, is what I feel, because it's feeling too good, is what I get. And then when it comes to your your hopes, you have the Five of Wands in reverse. So this is what I'm talking about: not wanting conflict, not wanting drama, not wanting to feel like everything you do or say you have to be challenged upon. You know, it's just, you want things to flow. And I feel like you get a sense that things are moving towards that place, but that does actually, you know, that does actually kind of, you know, set you on edge a little bit, because you're like, is things really working out, or am I being duped? You know, it's kind of like that. But ultimately, yeah, you just want things to get to a calm and peaceful place in all areas of your life. And then finally, as a potential outcome, you have the Judgment card. So we have Justice and Judgment here. And this is Sagittarius energy, so that could be significant to you. But I feel like, yeah, things are working out. It's like everything you've put into others, into yourself, into, you know, connections, into your work, into your passions, into, you know, your inner growth as well, you know, your spiritual journey. All of that is going to reap some very promising and very abundant rewards. So that's great. And I feel like it's on all levels. It's not just in terms of money, but I feel like you're really going to start coming into union with your true soul family, right? You're going to start connecting with people who you really are on that level with. And that's going to bring a lot of peace, happiness, and balance into your life, you know. So that's gorgeous. It's like you're moving away from conflict and drama and people that bring toxicity in your life towards people who bring peace, harmony, happiness, and you get a real sense of that family unit with. So that's gorgeous. What a beautiful month this is shaping out to be for you, Cancer. So let's continue. Let's go into the clarifications now and see what else we can uncover about this. Wow. But honestly, I feel like this month, Cancer, I mean, especially with all the transits in terms of astrology, obviously I believe was it Jupiter and Saturn that's going to enter Aquarius soon on the 21st. I believe it was Jupiter. It was Jupiter, right? Or was it Neptune? I think it was Jupiter. But honestly, like, even in terms of the astrology, it's like marking significant change, transformation, you know, a whole new way of doing things. And I see you, I see you embodying that energy, Cancer. You know, I see you doing it, you know, being a part of that, that shift. So that's gorgeous, you know. The work you're putting in means that you're going to have a smoother transition into this new timeline than those who have been actively avoiding it. So you've really done yourself a service by doing this work. I can tell you that. I know it's not been easy by any means, but ultimately it's going to serve you in the long run, okay? So, clarifying the moon in your current situation, you have the Ten of Wands again. So we have the Ten of Wands twice. That really does speak of completion, the end of your troubles, okay? Not to say you won't experience any, you know, challenges in the future, of course you will, but the kind of issues you've been experiencing, the kind of difficulties you've been experiencing, that's coming to an end. So that's gorgeous. And then you also have the Seven of Wands in reverse. So you've got the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Wands here. A lot of fire energy coming up. But with the Seven of Wands in reverse, I feel like it's a case of you don't have to stand your corner and fight for every little thing that you do, every little thing that you say. You know, it's like that burden is being dropped, and I feel like it's a significant one. You may not realize it at this time, but honestly, it's like, again, putting out fires. My dad, funnily enough, mentioned this phrase to me the other day, like, oh, you need to stop putting out fires. And I really do get a sense that Cancerians, you know, because I have Cancer sun and rising, so I relate. You know, it's been hard, right? It's been hard this particular lifetime. You know, Cancers have had to put out fires here, there, and everywhere in terms of their finances, their work, connections, all of that, right? And I feel like now you've finally been given the opportunity. Now is the right time where the will is shifting, things are changing, and now you're no longer going to have to do that, right? On that level, things are starting to come to you more easily. You know, you just start pulling things in magnetically. I feel like a lot of the challenges and hardships that you've experienced, the unfairness and injustice that you experienced, is coming to an end. So that's amazing. So crossing the situation, your challenge, clarifying the Page of Wands here. You have the Sun card in reverse, that's Leo, and we have the Hermit, so Virgo. So you could have those placements significantly in your chart. But regardless, I feel like with the Sun in reverse, yeah, this is speaking of you are going to start to feel really good, okay? I feel like it's not that you're going to achieve all your goals in the next, 2 weeks, but I feel like, there's some significant information coming in. There's a message that's going to be delivered, either a text, a phone call, an email, right? Significant message that's coming in that you've been waiting on, right? That makes you happy that this is finally coming in, but it also does require you to take some time out to really reflect on it, right? And to assess how you truly feel about it and what you want to do moving forward, because I feel like whatever this is that's coming in, it's very significant. This is either someone that wants to, reconcile, I feel, with that Page of Wands energy. This is not like an apology. This is someone wanting to start over, I feel, But I feel like you need time to assess that, to assess whether or not this is working. For others of you, I feel like this is you kind of starting a creative endeavor, and you're being challenged to take a closer look at, what can help bring inspiration into your life, what can really help you take this to the next level, right? So you can get to the Sun in the upright. So I feel like you are going to be doing some introspective work. You're going to be taking stock of where you're at and what is required so that you can progress in your chosen path, whatever that is, okay? So I've got two different messages there. So for some of you, one will apply, for some of you, the other, okay? When it comes to your recent past, the Five of Cups in reverse, you have the Ten of Pentacles and the Judgment card. Wow, Cancer, this is crazy. So you've got the Ten of Pentacles now, but you have the Judgment card twice. So strong Sagittarius, I feel like you've had a lot of divine support through this. A lot, because the divine knows you've been through it. You've been through it, okay? It's not been easy. So I feel like, the divine have been trying to hold space for you while they do that work. I feel like when it comes to your healing and this inner work, they could not intervene. They could not, right? As much as I felt like there may have even been times where you reached out for that help and you didn't feel like you quite got that assistance, there's a reason for it, because you needed to come to this realization for yourself, where you've been sabotaging, where you've been holding back, where you've been displacing your energy, right? And your time, your precious time, on things that don't even exist anymore, right? So you coming to this awareness and realizing, okay, if I want my life to change, I have to let go of the past. I can't take the past with me everywhere I go. So you making that decision and actively working through that is what's allowing the divine to now say, finally, okay, great, thank you so much for doing that. You did so well, good job. That was really difficult, I know, but you did it. So here you go, I can bring you everything that you asked for now because you're ready for it. So the divine essentially said, yeah, you leveled up big time, and now I can start bringing your blessings in. So that is bravo, just bravo, okay? When it comes to your near future, Three of Wands in reverse, you have the Four of Swords, that's air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and you have the Seven of Cups, okay? So everything I feel like, yeah, this waiting game is done, okay? This, like I said, in the near future, I feel like what you're asking for, what you're hoping for, what you wanted is coming in. Blessings are coming in, right? Why? Because you're healing yourself, because you're doing the work. You continue to heal yourself. We can see that here. You're being encouraged to continue with that introspective work, taking stock, healing, you know, releasing, purging, you know, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, you know, really living from, you know, operating from the space of your true divinity, your inner light, right? And letting that be your guide. That's transforming things that took place in the past, really helping you with your healing, which means multitudes of blessings can come in and you can explore what's going to be the best option for you. So I like it. All right. When it comes to your feelings, clarifying the Ten of Wands, letting go of a burden, you have, oh my God, Cancer, this reading is insane. You have the Knight of Cups, okay, Knight of Cups. And I believe that is that Pisces or Cancer? I think that's Pisces, but it could be Cancer. Anyway, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Scorpio with the Tower. It's a strong Scorpio here. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio or have Scorpio prominently in your chart, right? With that combination. But regardless, I feel like someone, you know, someone felt you releasing a burden, okay? So I think what happened is you stood up for yourself with this Tower and the Ten of Wands. I feel like you stood up for yourself. Like, listen, if you can't love me properly, if you can't show up and give me the love and consideration that I give to you unconditionally, then I'm going to have to release this connection, because ultimately it's going to break down anyway. So I feel like this changed everything. When you stood your ground, you stood in your power, and you put yourself first, right? Gave this to yourself. Boom, that changed everything. And especially if this is a new connection that you're in, I feel like when you started to relate to this person, that you weren't getting what you deserved, and that as nothing is changing and you've been trying to work on this, you're ready to release it, because you're not taking anything that doesn't serve you into the new timeline. That changed everything, not just for this person, like your connection with this person, but also for yourself throughout your entire, you know, every aspect of your life. You know, you started standing up for yourself, and it changed everything. And now this person's coming in with the right energy. So that's gorgeous. You know, it's like you gave them this significant wake-up call. This is like, you know, they got an ultimatum, and that put fire under their ass, to be honest. Like, it really did. And it made them see, like, oh shit, if I don't turn up with the right energy now towards Cancer, they're gonna leave. You may have done this with multiple connections, Cancer. You know, any connections where you felt things were unfair, imbalanced, right? I feel like you just said, listen, right? This is not how it can be. If things don't get balanced, I'm not doing it anymore. If people aren't gonna show up with the same love and consideration that I do, then I'm not here for it, you know, and that's changing everything. So amazing. I'm loving this reading for you, Cancer. I have to say, this is a fantastic reading for you. Like, I can see the work that you've done. Like, it's unreal. So clarifying I just remembered, I didn't actually pull a quantum oracle card. So let me go to that now. So with the energy crowning Cancer, what is the energy crowning Cancer at this time? What's within their power to affect? What is the overall energy for the month of December? Okay. So you have a consciousness of lack, right? And normally in the upright, that's saying, where are you sabotaging? Where are you hanging on to things that are stopping you from seeing your true abundance, things like that? But I feel like this is something you're actively working through, okay? And I'll tell you why. So this is something that you've been fighting with for a long time, Cancer, consciousness of lack. I definitely get a sense of that in the past, but like I said, recently you started to overcome that. You started working on that mentality. So I feel like this is something that you are actually, you are changing, you are affecting and you are shifting out of the vibration of, which is excellent. Especially with that Four of Pentacles, I feel like you're pulling your energy back and you're seeing where you've been feeding into the fear mentality, and you're putting the work in. It takes time, right? With that Knight of Pentacles, it takes time. You're not going to get there overnight, okay? Knight of Pentacles, that's like Virgo energy, I believe, okay? So you could have, I'm getting Virgo strongly in your reading right now. So you could have Virgo in your chart, especially like a Virgo moon or rising possibly. But I feel like, yeah, you are doing the work. You're working diligently on yourself, overcoming this, you know, lack mentality. So you can start reaping the rewards. You can start bringing in abundance, right? And it's not that you're just pulling abundance out of nowhere for nothing, right? You've put the work in, so it's like you're getting back what you've put in, but it's just coming in slowly, you know, drip by drip, step by step, right? But you're getting there, you know, you're overcoming it, and as you take that step forward, you know, something shifts in your reality. So that's great. With the High Priestess, it's like you're letting your intuition be your guide, is what I'm getting with this combination. It's like I had to pull my energy back. I had to take stock and assess with that Hermit, and I need to continue doing so. So I ensured that my energy is only spent on bringing myself into a higher vibration and only attracting what is actually, you know, in that vibration as well. So I feel like intuitively you know this, and that's why you've been doing this work. And right now you're not saying much of anything. You're keeping it to yourself. You're just working on yourself diligently, you know, behind the scenes, and letting things unfold. So perfect. When it comes to your advice, clarifying this Seven of Pentacles here, you have the Five of Cups in the upright this time, and you have the World card. So numbers 555 and 555 could be very important to you right now. I recommend checking out the angel numbers. In terms of numerology, that's all about rebirth. That's all about physical manifestation. You know, something being brought into the 3D, okay? So I feel like, yeah, your 3D is changing dramatically, right? But I feel like it's important to know that, yes, you have planted some seeds, and while yes, some of them didn't quite bear fruit, maybe it didn't go how you hoped, and there was disappointment, you have two cups behind you. So I get this sense that this is about connections that were lost and connections that are forming. That's what I'm getting with this card on this particular occasion. It's like, yeah, it sucked that you got hurt in the past. It sucked that, you know, things didn't work out in maybe a family dynamic or a workplace situation, or, you know, some opportunity that was supposed to come in that was going to bring you a lot of fulfillment didn't happen, right? But you do have a partnership behind you. You have something very, very loving, very stable behind you, something that's going to take you the distance, right? Because the thing is, with the Five of Cups, yeah, he's looking at the Three of Cups that's spilled, but if he turns around and takes the Two of Cups, he can go off, cross the bridge, and go into that castle in the distance, right? So it's like, yeah, you lost some, but you stand to gain everything, right? You stand to gain everything if you focus on the Two of Cups, right? Because there is a completion taking place here. There is something that's wrapping up here. So that's why you had to let go of the past. So it's saying, don't look back now, right? Not when you've been doing all this work and you've got these Two of Cups and all this abundance coming in, right? But be patient, it's coming, I promise you. Things are still wrapping up here. You know, something is coming to completion now in the month of December. So you won't have to wait very long to start seeing some real rewards coming in. So it's important that you keep your focus on the Two of Cups and not the three that are spilled, okay? Now, speaking of the Two of Cups here and your external influence, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Nine of Pentacles here. So this is a very independent energy, right? So I feel like there is a fledgling connection here. And I feel like you've been assessing whether or not to take the offer, or if you should be single, right? Because maybe your fear was playing a role in this, because maybe you experienced some kind of betrayal or heartbreak in the past. Maybe even with the same person, I don't know. Probably not though. I get the feeling this is about a different situation. But I feel like, yeah, because of the pain you experienced in the past, and hence that's where the healing needed to come in, you were very reluctant to take this offer, right? Because it was difficult giving up your independence. But I feel like, you know, you're healing, you're doing that work now, so you're ready to possibly enter something new and significant. When it comes to your person here, I feel like they're kind of in a similar situation. Right now, I feel like you are connected, you are in some kind of, you're either dating or you have just started to form a relationship. So I don't feel like it's necessarily that, you know, you're single or that you're breaking up. I just feel like this person almost lost you, to be honest. They really did. And you were ready to just tap out, but then they came charging in with this cup. And I feel like that's where that Page of Wands energy might be relevant as well, because they're like, look, I really want to give this a good shot, right? It's like, I know I didn't give you what you wanted in the past, you know, and I know that, you know, you don't need me, okay? You don't need me. You're abundant without me, okay? You are absolutely fine on your own. This is the pre-empress energy, okay? This is the single woman, the independent woman who's got it all, right? Except romance. So it's like, yeah, this person feels like maybe part of the issue is they feel like they have nothing to give you. It's like, you have everything you could want. What could I possibly bring to the table? And it's like, well, actually, I want the 10th pentacle, i.e., you know, you, and to settle down, you know. But this person feels like maybe that they have to do more, that's not enough, that they're not able to give you what it is that you want, or able to give you what it is that you deserve, right? Maybe financially they don't feel like they're able to invest in a relationship right now. So maybe that's why there was hesitancy and they weren't coming in, you know, full force with this love, because they don't feel ready yet. But I feel like that's changing, because this is the card that's on top of the the Tower, right? After the 10 of Wands. So I feel like you were already walking away. That caused a Tower moment in this person's life, and then boom, they came charging towards you with this cup of love. And they're just at this crossroads now, I feel, with that, with the water being here in the present, like present in the card, right here underneath his foot, and the horse just has to, because the horse is looking at the water and he's lifted his foot up like, do I really have to cross that? And it's like, yeah, if you want to get things on track, you have to cross that boundary, i.e. be vulnerable and express your true feelings. But I feel like someone's coming in to do that, and I feel like, or perhaps you're the one that's had to cross that boundary and express your true feelings towards someone else, right? So take it however it resonates. But then when it comes to your fears, i.e. justice, balance, you have the Ace of Wands, and you have the Seven of Pentacles again. So we have so many sevens here. We have 3 sevens that I can easily see. So the numbers 7, 77, and 777 could be relevant to you. Maybe something significant happened Monday as well, because that was the 7th of December. So that even could have marked the start of this change, right? But yeah, I feel like it's a case of you're afraid. I think because you're investing a lot into your current situation, i.e. this connection, your career, your home environment, things like that, you're putting a lot of seeds of intention out and tending to them. You're thinking long term. So I think there may be fear of having to start over, right? Start over. It's like, okay, if I want things to work out in my life, you know, I've planted all these seeds, but what if, you know, I get to the point where I've put all this energy, time, resources into making things happen, and I'm faced with a situation where I have to start over again, you know? Because I feel like, especially when it comes to relationships, you're getting tired. You don't want to keep having to reinvest and, you know, start over in a connection. You just want it to work out, essentially, is what I get, because you're tired, Cancer. Now, when it comes to your hopes, clarifying the Five of Wands in reverse, you have the Page of Swords in reverse and the Devil in reverse. So Capricorn energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. So yeah, not wanting to fight, knowing that you have a choice ultimately, regardless of whatever people do to try and goad you into these disputes or, you know, to get a rise out of you. You can choose whether or not to engage, right? You can choose whether or not to engage. But I feel like this is you essentially saying, you know, I'm not at war here at this point. Anyone who tries to have a fight with me is fighting with themselves, you know. I'm not in competition with anyone. I don't have anything to prove to anyone. And I'm just not here for it. You know, the only person I'm in competition with at this point is myself. So I'm not here for it. I'm not here for the toxicity, mind games, none of that. Like, I see through it and I'm not engaging. So you're hoping that you can just essentially move away from this completely. So that's good. So your hopes and your fears are a very strange combination, to be honest, because I feel like there's overlap here, you know, of not wanting to be in difficult situations where there's just conflicts and just hoping things can balance out in a situation. But there's fear there because you're afraid that what if the only way to balance out the situation is to walk away, and then I've invested all of this time, energy, resources into something, and then I'm having to start again elsewhere. So there is fear there still, but you're working through it. You're trying not to assume the worst, right? With that consciousness of lack, but with this energy, you're trying to work through that fear, which is good. And then finally, with your potential outcome, the Justice card here, the Judgment card here, you have the Three of Swords in reverse, air energy, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So that's you, Cancer. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, you're going to be emotionally overwhelmed by how things play out for you in the end. So let's get a card from the Quantum Oracle then. So what is the key energy here for December 2020 for Cancer? Ooh, nice. So you have discovery. So there could be something, again, this energy is all about, this is a mine, okay? This guy is a prospector, and he's been digging and digging and digging away in the mines, trying to find, you know, diamonds, trying to find gold, right? And he's getting to the point where he almost feels like giving up because he hasn't found anything yet. And then boom, just by putting that little extra effort in and sticking it out a little bit longer, he finds the very thing he was looking for, you know? And that's the judgment call, right? And I feel like with that, any pain that you experienced in your past will begin to truly dissolve. And I feel like you're just going to be emotionally overwhelmed by this, right? Because there's something that you're finding out. There's definitely some communication that's coming here that's really going to put you into hermit mode. I don't feel like it's bad communication. I don't feel like it's going to make you feel like, you know, the world is ending. I feel like it's good communication. It's just, it's going to be emotional. It's going to be very overwhelming for you. Because it's like everything you've ever wanted all this time, everything you were seeking and never got, is finally coming towards you. That is what the divine is bringing you. And I feel like it's just going to be a big emotional release. Because you worked so hard, you've been through so much, and then finally you get your wish fulfillment. That's what I feel, you know. So I just want to pull one more card out of this. So what is the discovery? What is the discovery? What is the discovery for Cancer here? Yourself. Queen of Pentacles. Realizing yourself, realizing your value, realizing you had what it takes to withstand the storm, realizing that you are abundance, and hence, therefore, you can create and manifest it with ease, right? You're realizing just how abundant you truly are, how valued you are, how respected you are, how, you know, you're like prized, right? Not that you're a prize or a possession, but you are prized, right? You're seen as an asset. You're seen as like, you know, you're seen in such high regard and you don't even realize it. And I feel like when you do come to realize this, or when possibly this significant person actually expresses how they feel towards you, I feel like it's going to be overwhelming. It really is. And it's going to help you realize that, oh yeah, there's people that do see my value. So Cancer, that's gorgeous reading. Like, this is one of the best readings I've done for you in a while. You know, yeah, there's a lot of shake-ups going on, and you know, it may be a little bit turbulent right now because there's people leaving your life, there's someone entering your life that's very significant. You're probably forming all sorts of connections that's really going to benefit you in terms of work, things like that. You're very abundant at this time. You have a lot of abundance coming in, you know, your stability, happy ever after, you know, fledgling love coming in. So it's looking really good. So what I'm going to do now is go into the extended. So if you are curious about this love connection or this partnership, whatever this is, we'll first look at the person you're dealing with and how they feel about you. We'll look at you, how you feel about them, what's likely to play out in this connection, and any messages of advice with that in mind. So if you would like to dig deeper when it comes to this connection, because this seems to play a significant role in this reading, you can find the link in the description box below. Otherwise, if this is where we leave your reading, Cancer, I just want to say thank you so much for checking this out. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And don't forget to hit the notifications bell, okay? So this is great. Like, I'd love to see, like, find out how this is playing out for you. So yeah, do let me know if this applies. And I feel like obviously some of these energies and situations are not played out just yet. So do see how December plays out for you. But in the meantime, sending you guys lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon.